Okay, so we're going to talk about solving proportions using cross products, and I'm going to give you a concrete example. The word concrete just means it's like a visual example, something that you can see. We all have different levels of understanding. This concrete example will be more for a novice person. You may already know this, and if you do, that's okay. Our example one, we have 2/3 is equal to what over 6? I know you can already tell me the answer. That's not the point. The point is to learn how to use cross products. So, where that question mark is, you'll see me stop using a question mark and start using something called a variable. And all a variable is a letter that takes the place of a number. Okay, and it could actually be a symbol or something such as that. I don't want you to think that it has to be a letter. That's not necessarily true. But anyway, I'm going to replace that question mark with an X, and I'm just going to write an X on top of it. Okay, so I have the proportion 2/3 is equal to X over 6. So I want to know what X is equal to. Well, we just talked about using cross products, and we said that if ratios are equal or proportional, their cross products will be equal. So I'm going to draw a cross right here. Notice I'm multiplying 2 times 6. 2 times 6. That dot means multiplication. There are different symbols for multiplication. And on the other side, I am going to draw the other side of my cross. Notice it goes from 3 to x. So that is 3 times x. And again, that dot just indicates multiplication. I want us to think about what 2 times 6 actually means. One way to think about it is having two groups of 6. So I have two groups of 6. So I have some shopping bags down here. And the first shopping bag is 6 of something. And then the next shopping bag is 6 of something. Okay? The reason why I need you to know that is because when we add those together, we get 12. Therefore, 2 times 6 is equal to 12. I know you know that. But a lot of kids don't necessarily know what 3 times x is. So, following the same reasoning, 3 times x is just 3 groups of x. Okay, so again, we have 3 shopping bags, and in the first shopping bag, we have an x. That's one group. In this next shopping bag, we have an x. That's my second group. In the last shopping bag, we have another x. So when I add those all together, if I have an x, an x, and an x, what I have all together? You are correct if you say 3x. So using cross products, we're going to write this as 12 is equal to 3x. And the question that we have to answer is that just one x equals what? Or just one x is equivalent to what value? Okay, so Again, I'm going to use a picture to help us figure this out. All right, so I have a T diagram here. And notice on the left-hand side, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 positives. The reason why I put the positives there is because later on we're going to be talking about positive and negatives. So it is important to differentiate between a positive and negative. So we'll go ahead and start there. And then on the right-hand side, I have 3 X's. My question is just one X is equivalent to what? Well, look at the way this is lined up. If I take this and divide that up, okay, notice that each X is equal to 4 positives. Okay, you see this X right here? And on the left-hand side, that's equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 positives. So each X is equal to 4 positives. That's our answer, is X is equal to 4. Let's go back up right there where we have our purple X. I'm going to erase it, and I'm going to replace that with the value 4. Now, quickly, I want to show you how we're going to end up solving that. We're not going to be drawing pictures and such. This is how we're going to solve that. So we're going to do our cross products. We're going to go 2 times 6 is 12 equals, and then this was an X. So pretend like the X is there. So we had 3 times X, and we got 3X. That's what we're going to write. Then our goal in solving the equation 12 is equal to 3x will be to get the x by itself. The way we're going to do that, we're going to think, well, on the right-hand side, the x is being multiplied by the 3. The inverse or reverse of multiplication is division. So I'm going to undo that by dividing by 3. But what we do on one side of an equation, we're going to learn we have to do to the other. So on the right-hand side, notice that I have a 3 divided by 3. Well, 3 divided by 3 is just 1. So the only thing I'm going to have over here is 1x. And we're going to learn that we don't really write the 1 in front. It's understood it's only 1x. So we generally just write the x, and that's equal to, and then 12 divided by 4, 12 divided by 3, I already told you the answer, is 4. So our answer is x is equal to 4.